Good morning, muffins. This morning has been bananas. Having my muffin mugshot with just a little bit of dirt, coffee grinds. Put a couple little sprinkles on the top. So fun. Yeah, I've only been awake for like less than an hour and I'm already struggling. So today is super busy, and I slept late. So I've got to drive a car full of donations to the thrift store because we cleaned out our closets and we have a car full of stuff. Then I need to go to the grocery store and the bank. Then I'm gonna come home, clean out my car, pack my car, then hopefully be done. It's gonna be a busy day because I'm leaving early tomorrow to go camping. And this is only the second time in my life that I've camped without my husband, so I always feel like I have to be over prepared because there will be nobody there to, well, I'll have my little friends with me, but I won't have my husband to be like, honey, this is broken, save me. I weighed in this morning. It was good. I'm down 1.4 this week, which is nothing to scoff at, but I only did Simply Filling completely for like 2 of the 7 days, so I really feel like if I stick to Simply Filling, I have bigger losses. And since I didn't stick to it this week, you know, I had a decent loss, but it was not as big as, I need to lose 2 pounds a week if I'm going to reach my goal by October, which I don't think is, you know, we worked out every day this week. I don't think that's unattainable. So I'm really going to try and stick to Simply Filling. The whole plan, I freaked out yesterday about camping food, and I sat down and I made like a meal plan, and I like pointed everything out, and I was like, here's what I'm going to buy, and like, this is what we're doing. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to Simply Filling. If I want to reach my weight loss goals, I'm going to have to be able to say no to food that I don't need. And when I do Simply Filling correctly, I'm not hungry, and I'm usually able to say no to those things. So my new plan is to do a completely Simply Filling camping trip, and then use my weeklies. Only 20 of my weeklies are allowed for me to have like extra treats. So if my friends bring something and I snack on it weeklies, I just have to stick to a diet or I'm never gonna get there. And I'm not like, oh no, the world's gonna end if I don't reach completely. I've lost 25 pounds by the end of October, but I want to be as close as I can, and if I keep screwing around, I'm not gonna get there. So I think here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna have Cheerios with fruit and coffee for breakfast. That's all completely Simply Filling. Then for lunch, I'm gonna make whole grain spaghetti because that's Simply Filling if you use 93 or higher ground beef, and I love cold pasta, so like having it in the cooler will not be like, oh my god, I'm not eating that. Then for dinner, I'm going to do the same thing I was going to do, which is a steak and a potato and a salad. And then for treats, I'm going to bring my oatmeal cookies that are just oats, bananas, cinnamon, and then sugar-free jam on top. They're only 2 Smartpoints if you're doing Smartpoints, but I count them as Simply Filling because I eat them responsibly. They're good, but they're not like, you know, you're eating oatmeal. So that's my plan. I might add a couple little more things to bring with me just in case I get snacky. So I might end up making some of my hummus that I keep telling you guys I'm going to do a video on. I'm probably not going to get to it today. So I'm going to leave the recipe for my hummus and my vegan mac and cheese in the down bar below so you guys can already have it. And then if I get a chance to film a cook with me, you'll have like, you know, a visual tutorial. But I don't want to keep telling you guys I'm going to do it and then not follow through. So I'm going to have all of the recipes in the down bar. I will also link my video for these cookies that I'm talking about. The dogs in the morning. They haven't even had coffee. But I will link the video to how I make these 2 Smartpoint cookies if you want to see them. They're vegan, gluten-free, and only 2 Smartpoints a cookie. So I'm really excited. I love camping, like so love it. My husband just doesn't really like to go in the summer because it's so hot, and it is going to be hot. But I think we have power, but we don't have internet. So I'm gonna bring a little tiny fan and try not to melt, but maybe I'll lose more weight if I'm sweating. Another thing is, since there's only going to be 3 of us and we're gonna be kind of bored, I'm gonna see if my friend's wife wants to like walk with me or like hike. Not really hike because it's gonna be hot, but you know, just walk around the campground. I think we're on a body of water, so maybe just like walk the lake so I can get some steps in. Because I just really want to have success. And I think the last time that I did Simply Filling for 7 straight days, I lost like 5 pounds in 1 week. Like, I don't know what the difference is, because when I add up the points for Simply Filling, it's around 30 points, and I feel like I'm eating more, but I lose more weight and I don't feel hungry. It's like magical math science. I don't know. I'm very pro Simply Filling. So anyway, that's the plan for today. I'm talking a lot about Simply Filling. My brain is in 100 places right now. So I'm gonna hop off here. So I will check in with you guys in a bit when I figure my life out. Gonna channel my inner Julie and show you my outfit of the day. Oh, what you know about that? Yes, little skirt. Hi guys, we're on the move. It's already 10 a.m. I'm not super hungry, but I brought some Cheerios with me because they're Simply Filling. I always feel like my old nanny days when I bring a baggie of Cheerios with me, because I feel like I always had a bag of cereal in my take care of kids bag. So I feel like a toddler. Then I brought an apple and a big thing of water. So that's what I'm gonna have as my bar breakfast. All right guys, I am irritated. So I go to the grocery store and I'm scanning stuff to make sure of the Simply Fillingness and pointsnesses and all that. And I just happened to go to the home screen of my Weight Watchers app, and they took all of my weeklies. Like, I literally lost a little bit over a pound, and they took 7 of my weeklies. Like, not just, oh, let's knock it down to 40. They took me down to 35 weeklies when I'm about to go out of town. And I'm trying so hard to be good. And they took all my weeklies. I am like shook right now. I'm gonna go in the app and see if there's a way to like change it around. I just feel like I'm not close enough to my goal weight to be that weekly deprived. Like, I could see them taking that many away when I'm like, you know, at goal or 5 from goal or something like that. But like, I've got 25 more pounds to go. Are you trying to starve me to death? I mean, I did say that I wanted to get there quicker, but I didn't mean by taking all my weeklies. That gives me 0 wiggle room as far as Simply Filling goes. I'm like super upset because I need at least like 4 to 5 weeklies a day just to do Simply Filling so that I can use like, you know, condiments and stuff like that. And if I only have 35 of them, then I have no room for treats like on this camping trip. So I'm pissed. So I'm still gonna say I have 42 weeklies. I don't care what the app says, because I've been losing steadily and wonderfully with 42 weeklies. So I don't know why they need to knock it down so low. So I'm upset. I'm heading home. I'm gonna try and talk to Celia and let her talk me off the ledge, and then I'm gonna pack. I'm just so pissed. I'm so upset. Here's my random lunch. I have chicken salad. It's just rotisserie chicken, 1 tablespoon of light mayo, and some seasonings and grapes, and then a 2 Smartpoint wrap. So if you're doing Simply Filling, this is a 5 Smart. I mean, if you're doing points, this is a 5 Smartpoint wrap. And then I just had some potatoes left over from last night. I would say this is probably 2 points worth if you're doing points. This whole thing is Simply Filling except for the mayo. So I'm using 1 weekly. And if you were doing points, it would be 7 points for lunch. Alright guys, I'm feeling a little bit better. I came home and focused on myself, and I'm going to accept my 35 weekly fate. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to do it. I might not stick to the 35 for this week just because I already had a plan, and I feel like, you know, if I eat my 42 weeklies this week, I'm probably still going to have a loss since that's what's been happening this whole time. So I'm just going to do the best that I can because that's really all I can do. I can't control everything. So feeling a little bit more positive about the situation. Maybe it's a compliment that I'm now to the point where I have 35 weeklies. I'm watching Dogma. Anyway, so I just wanted to check in with you guys and tell you that I'm in a much better space about it. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of food prep in a little bit because I'm chilling out for a minute, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hi guys! One good thing about Simply Filling is you can have Starbucks-esses. So we went, hubby and I, went to get Starbucks-esses. A venti iced skinny mocha with fat-free milk. If you were doing Smartpoints, so that would be 6 Smartpoints. This is Simply Filling, so I'm simply going to drink the entire thing, and then we are going to the thrift store. Catch you on the flippity flop. Alright guys, I'm in the middle of massive food prep for camping. So I'm making pasta for my lunches anyway, so I just decided to make an extra serving. So I'm going to have some Simply Filling spaghetti for dinner, and then just a side of steamed broccoli. So super boring, super quick. Stuff it in my face and keep cooking. Hi guys, it's like 9 o'clock. I've been knee deep in some food prep, so I'm feeling pretty confident about the camp out. I pre-portioned everything that is not simply filling, so it's one portion. So yeah, and then everything else is simply filling. I'm almost done with my prep. Still gotta finish packing and packing up the car, so I still got some stuff to do. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a great weekend.